Hello everyone and welcome to the Craftytuts podcast. I am Mary Dickerson and this is episode 06. You will be able to find all the show notes, links, and things related to this episode at craftytuts.com/podcast06. It's been a long while since I recorded a podcast, so I have a lot of things to show you. I have a full basket of finished projects and yarn and other things to show you. And so I want to start with this one, Christmas cookie shell. And this pattern has already been released. Of course, is one of the things that I was working around Christmas. You can guess by the name. And this was a collaboration between Amanda from Little Bit of Delights and also Melanie from Bad Mom Yarns. Amanda was the one putting together kind of like a gift basket. A while ago we talked about how nice it would be to have like those gift mugs that comes with marshmallows and cocoa and other cute stuff, but for knitters. And so she decided to put together a mug that it was for knitters, and you had a mug, you had a stitch marker, of course, that she made. Then Melanie dyed the yarn. She dyed mini skeins because we thought it was going to be more fun to have a lot of yarn in the mug instead of just one. And so I decided a pattern that will go, and they could be used with those 5 mini skeins that came in the gift mug. And so this is the pattern that I designed, and now is available for purchase at my regular store. And until the end of February, I have a sale going on that is buy one get one free. That is kind of like a gift from me to you for Valentine's Day. So you need to get one pattern and the second one is free. And so more from this collaboration, I want to show you. This is the mug where everything came in. As you can see, it says yarn snob, and I want to show you a little closer. Look how cute it is. And let me grab the markers as well. Of course it came with the yarn, but I already used the yarn to make the design, so I won't be able to use the yarn. But if you're curious, you can see it in my Instagram right around Christmas. I took pictures of it before I started working with it. And this is the little stitch marker that came with it. And it's a cupcake, of course, because Amanda is known for a lot of baked treats with her markers. And it has like a knitted fabric in it. And then she also sent a surprise marker that wasn't announced in the kit. That was this little... Can you see this little cupcake? It's like a little swirl and chocolate, and it's just, her markers are so adorable, so detailed. If you could see it really close, it has so much textures, and I just love her markers. They're so cute and beautiful. So again, that's something that I was working on and I couldn't show you because of all the work and everything. Either way, the next thing that I finished is the Fallen Leaves shawl, and this has a quite big size, and as you can see, it has brioche in it. I really want to work with brioche for a while, and of course it's reversible because brioche. And let me show you the point. I just like it. I love how the colors play together with brioche. And of course this has been released for a while as well. And just so you have an idea of the size, you see, you can wrap yourself in it, like really. You still have a lot to go. And so let me fold it and show you something else that I got. I also have a new Fair Isle hat. And this one is called Alaskan Nights because it's made with bulky yarn, and I thought the name will just fit perfectly because the nights in Alaska, especially in winter, it gets so cold, and even during the day you need hats. Now it's starting to get warmer, but around December to January it gets minus 26, minus 30. Last year even got to minus 47, so it's really cold. And a nice bulky hat and 100% wool. This is made with Knit Picks, the big cozy yarn. Is just perfect for those extremely cold days. So I made this in size for my daughter, but the pattern has sizes for baby, toddler, adult, small adult, and pretty much any size you want to make. You can make a size for everyone. And then I made another hat, and this one is a bit lighter, especially now that it's starting to warm off a little bit, not too much, but it's getting warmer. I guess for Alaska it's getting warmer. And it's just a simple cable hat. And this one I made with the mandala yarn, the lion brand yarn. Actually, I still have skein. I guess I bought one too many for another project, and I made it in the color Spirit. No, I'm sorry, this one is Genie. Spirit is the other one. And here you can see is that color right there that I use. It uses very little yarn, so this would be perfect for any leftover yarn that you have from the mandala yarn, from doing any other project. So I have another knitting pattern that is also from the mandala yarn, that is a knitted cowl, that it will give you leftover yarn. So you can totally use a full skein of yarn with that cowl and then knit up this one with the rest. This one I tried something a little bit different. I recently released it on the blog, and it's going to be a knit along. It's my very first one, so I will still be testing things, but since I never done one, I wanted to start with something really simple. And the way it will work is that I will be releasing part of the patterns in clues on my blog. It is available for free, and anyone can participate, and there is two ways to participate. One is to go to my Ravelry group, and I will be leaving a link on the show notes, and you just have to make sure you post a work in progress picture and one finished one. You can totally post more pictures, but with those two is fine. And well, this is a very small project, so probably you won't have many work in progress photos anyway. And I will have one for February, and maybe I will even like renew it every month. I'm not sure about that, but certainly right now you can go and participate, so go and take a look. And for this first time I will be giving away patterns for the winners, but eventually, if it is a success, I will start trying to give better prices. I mean, not that the patterns are not good, but who doesn't love yarn? So if everything goes good, I will start getting better prices. I have a few stitch markers, I have my own hand-dyed yarn and things like that. So it all depends on how it performs. If I don't see the people is interested, then so what can we do? So go and make sure to participate. Let me see, what else do I have? Oh, I went to the local yarn shop and I couldn't resist. I had to get a skein of yarn, and look at how pretty this is. And this one is from Bad Sheep, and it's a local yarn, so I'm not even sure if I'm gonna knit something with it. I think eventually I will, but it's kind of like a souvenir because we're moving on, we're moving somewhere else this year, so I wanted something local. Like, let me see, look at those colors, it's just so pretty. And I'm not sure if you can see, it has just a little bit of like a glimmer. let me see, it is called Stellina, the material, because it is 75% superwash merino, 20% nylon, and 5% stellina, and that is a little thread that goes, that kind of looks like a metal, but I don't think it is. And it really looks like one of the knit picks. I think it is Glimmer that it has that too, but of course this is a lot prettier. I love knit picks, and I love it for their solid colors, but for something fun and just different, I really love this one, and I had to get it. And eventually I think I might do a shawl, because that's something that can be accomplished with only one skein. Definitely there's not I don't want to make hats with it. I think is the little glitter, it's not glitter, I'm not sure how to call it, but either way I don't think it's gonna be that great for a hat, so something like a shawl. Anyway, more yarn. This is one of my yarns, and I tried to do natural hand dyed, and this one is with herbs, and I have one herb that's called yerba mate. I don't know if you're familiar with it. Is native from South America. In many countries there have a local drink that is called mate because of the yerba mate, and it is a tea that is drank in Uruguay, Brazil, Argentina, and Paraguay. And well, I decided to try it because I know it leaves a little bit of a stain, and the herb itself looks green, but when dyed what comes out is kind of brownish, and then when I boiled the yarn in it, it came a little bit of a beige, and it's just such a pretty color. It's almost like a cookie color, because it's not cream, it's not caramel, so to me it feels kind of like a cute cookie color. So this one is available on my Etsy shop, by the way, and I have more yarns that are available on my Etsy shop. This one is called Snow Queen, for the teal and purples that it has, and it's speckled with mainly white, but still has a lot of color all over. So here you can see a little bit of the mix of colors. Also available on my Etsy shop. And this one is a new one that is not available yet, but I wanted to show you. I haven't even taken proper pictures of it yet. And this one, I was thinking of Tinkerbell when I was making it, but I didn't want something to be just green and yellow, and I know those are the main color, but I wanted a little more. So when I showed it to Amanda, she told me you should name it Neverland, and I think the name is perfect, because I was thinking of Tinkerbell, but it is not just, you can see touches of teal in here and there, but it's mostly her colors. So this one, thank you Amanda, is gonna be called Neverland, and they are stripes of green, teal, and yellow, and then we have speckles of green, teal, and yellow. I think is a very nice color for summer. It's very fun, of course. And as we're moving into spring and summer, I think this is gonna be a really fun colorway. I have more, or this one is Peachy, and I also made it thinking of summer, of course. You can see that it's not exactly orange, but it's more of a almost coral. So Peachy, as the name says, is a peach color, and it probably looks a little bit solid on camera, but it's more tonal. If you inspect strand by strand, it's a slight difference between them, but everything is just so gradual that you can barely see it, but it definitely will show up a little bit on the knitting, enough to make it interesting. Let me show you again. Just look at those colors. And then on the same base I have the color Galaxy. This one, by the way, this one is available and this one too is available on my Etsy shop. This is the only one that is not listed yet, but it will soon be, and as soon as it is listed I'm going to update with the show notes and have it there. So this one, of course, with the name Galaxy, it has a lot of purples, just a lot, and some touches of teal, and then a lot of black speckles. You can see the teals right there, and then a little more teal just peeking here and there through it. There's another one that I really wanted to make for a while and I decided to go for it. I know not many people are a fan like I am, but I made this colorway that is called Jack Skellington because I really love The Nightmare Before Christmas. That was one of my favorite movies growing up, so I wanted to make something. I didn't want to make just the regular black and white. I really love speckles, so I made a few stripes of black and then I made some speckle parts, so you can see the big touches of black. That is the main inspiration from Jack Skellington's suit and himself. I mean, himself is black and white, and then we have some speckles, and most of them are hiding here by the weight I scanned it, but you can see a lot of speckles showing through there and there. And I have the other one here. It's just the weight I scanned it and made it look a little bit different, but they're the same. I grabbed them from different ends and it looks so different just because I grabbed them from different ends, but this one you can see more of the speckles, while the other one you can see most of the stripes. That was funny, but how something just by grabbing from different ends it can scan completely different. And then the final colorway that I have available, and honestly is my very favorite, is called Atlantis, and it is mainly teal, but you can see an extremely bright and dark teal with more of a dark but not bright, and then some very light pastel teal and even mint. The mint is kind of hiding from me. Let me find it. Let's see if this can focus in. Can you see the little bit of mint, dark, and this is throughout the whole skein, and then it has little patches of red, very little patches of red speckles, and also some dark black speckles. And of course it's hand dyed, so I just sprinkle it here and there, and you can see a few more over here too. And I need to dye, this one is available on my Etsy shop, but I need to dye one for myself. I will be making one for myself as soon as I finish other work that I want to make. What I'm planning to do is, because we're going to move this year, I won't be able to collaborate with other brands, and because I want to keep my promises, and when I say I'm going to deliver something at one date, I want to do it. So when it gets closer to our moving date, I'm going to stop signing up for this collaboration. I'll probably sign up for after that, but obviously I will still want to knit something, or I get crazy. When I'm not knitting something, it's like my hands shake or want to move, want to do something. So I was thinking I need to dye one, maybe two, and that will be my no pressure project. The one that is for myself is with my yarn. No pressure, no due date. It may be quick, it may be slow, but you know, my no pressure, so I can knit while we move, because a lot of things will have to be packed. I cannot pack in my suitcase so much yarn, all my stash. Whew, oh my god, just thinking about it now that I would have to be separated from a stash, but what can we do? Anyway, but I can pack one skein, up to 4 skein. I think I can squeeze in my suitcase and be able to knit that while we move, or while we still, you know, waiting for stuff in our next tourist station. So I have 2 ideas. One is something exclusively made with Atlantis, and I also kind of want to mix it with Jack Skellington. What do you guys think? And if not, the teals that I have in this kind of go with it too. Okay, let's call it 3 ideas then. If you can leave a comment below which one is your favorite. I still have time. I'm not moving yet, so I can prepare and know what I can work with when it's time to move. So yeah, this is all for this episode. I really hope you enjoyed it, and I'll see you in the next one.